Hello, my name's Alexei Korodko.
And my name is Aksenia Levy.
I'd like to talk a little bit about our latest project that we've been doing in class. Our latest project has been Toponymy, and we started it 3 months ago when the teacher started talking to us about etymology, which is one of the studies of words and their meanings and names. We would like to say just a couple of sentences or words about how we made this text and how we found the information. So, one lesson we came and we were expecting to do some boring home reading, but instead of that the teacher decided to show us some PowerPoint presentations of a couple of places. It was Covent Garden, Chelsea and obviously Piccadilly. And it was very interesting for us, and then we found out the study of which all this came under, and it was called Toponymy.
Toponymy studies the origins of geographical names and their meanings. We were very interested in toponymy, so we searched for some information in the internet.
Well, obviously it wasn't all on the internet. Some people actually went to a library to research this. So it was very interesting, and this text took quite a while to make because it came from months and months of tireless, endless working to find this information. And then when we thought we had actually done everything, one day we get called to completely redo the text and add some more little bits in it.
I searched for some information in the internet, but it wasn't so easy to do because the old texts, especially in Wikipedia, were very hard to understand. So I used many vocabularies and I read the texts many times to understand them. And then I just changed the words to some simple ones, so the text would be easy to read and understand.
And then you sent everything to me and forced me to write everything down. So would you like to talk a bit about what toponymy is?
Well, toponymy is the scientific study of place names, their origins and meanings. The word toponymy is derived from 2 Greek words, topos, which means place, and onyma, which means name. Well, toponymy itself is a branch of onomastics, the study of names of all kinds. The word toponymy first appeared in English in 1876.
So imagine if toponymy completely vanished from the world, what would happen then? Well, I wouldn't exactly call it an exaggeration to say that life would practically be impossible to live with. Trains would not be running, planes wouldn't be flying, and also kids wouldn't get pizza delivered to them. So sad. And people wouldn't be able to say where the place they need to go to is located because there would be no names. So if there were no names, there wouldn't be any addresses, and letters wouldn't be sent. So life would basically destroy itself. So why is toponymy so important for language learners? Let's hear a bit about that.
Well, toponymy helps us to understand the relation between names and language and the evolution of places and people. A knowledge of names can be a great help to history because names of the places change rarely, and these names can hold information about history, religion, civilization, and about the first occupants of different places.
Well, it's thanks to toponymy that linguists can make their own conclusions and hypotheses. For example, one scientist found out that a location somewhere in Africa had French roots. So then he had a theory that the first settlers there were French. And then he also had a theory that the first settlers were French there because the French had invaded that area. So toponymy is closely related to history, and it shows us the ancient movements of people and their developments in history.
Well, toponymy helps us to reconstruct dead languages. For example, a place somewhere is rich with iron, but linguists do not know the duration of its name because it comes from a dead language. But it is known and proved that people in the past named localities and settlements connected for some reasons. And one of them says that they named places for the types of soil or minerals that were extracted in the area. So we can probably say that the area that is rich with coal, its name means something connected with iron or iron. By using this method, scientists can reconstruct dead languages.
And also, toponymy helps learners better understand the way the language works. For example, Stratford upon Avon, which is famous obviously because of the famous playwright William Shakespeare. Stratford is taken from the name is a combination of the Old English strait, which means street, and ford, meaning that a Roman road actually forded the river Avon at the site of the town.
Toponymy helps us to discover words that have already disappeared from the language. For example, Vrashsky Lane in Moscow was thought to be connected with the word enemy. In Russian, enemy sounds just like vrag. And scientists thought that many battles with opponents happened on the Vrashsky Lane until they found the origin of Vrashsky Lane. It appeared that Vrashsky Lane means a place situated on ravines. Ravine in Russian sounds like ovrak. But the word vrag in the meaning of ravine was used in Russian language until the 13th century. Then it was replaced by a word vrag.
So, in conclusion, toponymy is very, very, very important to people, and it helps us to uncover forgotten past and history, and helps to truly understand the language and the history of the country, and we probably wouldn't be able to live without it. Life would be practically impossible. Thank you for listening.